So we might need new tracks and hardware for the doors. Here's bedroom number 2. Similar layout, similar size. They're actually pretty good sized rooms. So there is 850 square feet above grade. So they did, you can kind of tell that they did just kind of the bare minimum to get this place spruced up. They did focus most of the attention on the kitchen and bathrooms, which was probably smart, but they painted the whole thing just bare white. The basement's not even fully painted. This carpet, you can tell, is not new. It's a little bit worn, but in decent condition. And then they added some light fixtures. So this is a part of an addition. And you can tell because those are windows. Those are basement windows. And then this is obviously the brick exterior of the house, or what was the original brick. It's a nice little room. I guess it would be a bonus living space, 4-season room. It does have the vinyl windows in here, so that's decent. And then it has this wood-burning stove. And here is kind of a picture of the backyard. You got a big, huge tree stump and a couple big pine trees there. So, little patio space. And this whole room was tiled, so this tile looks relatively new. It's nice looking. The floor slopes pretty drastically and that might be just the main, because of the grade of the original house, but the floor slopes from the house downward, so it's pretty noticeable when you're walking in here. This is like an electric heater, or gas heater actually, and it's not hooked up. The vent pipe is not hooked up, but it's in here. So we'll let you in the garage. So here's what would be the garage. It's unfinished, uninsulated. It's super cold in here. But it looks like maybe this was originally a carport that they added a roof to. It's been here for quite a while. You can tell that by the age of the beams and everything. But they did put new windows in this garage, and they also installed a standard garage door. I tried to operate the opener, but it didn't work, so that's one thing to note. There is definitely drywall on this ceiling at one point, and insulation. You can tell because of that there. And then you can also see the nails that held the drywall up. So I don't know if there was a leak in here at one point. Looks like probably that was the case. And there's the old insulation that was probably all insulated and everything. So it's kind of a bummer that it's not anymore. So there's that, and I'll show you the basement. So the basement's not as updated. They did tile again, and then they did update the bathroom, which is nice, but it's not fully finished. So they did this tile throughout the whole basement. So you can kind of see that the tile work down here is really kind of subpar. You got like big, huge grout lines in the corners, and I mean, it's just aesthetically, you can see that it's not a professional tile job for sure. So those huge grout lines there. Here's the bathroom. It's a good idea the way that they laid it out. They put a rain shower head here, and then a half wall, so that, you know, if you had a standard shower head, you need to fully enclose it, but opening it up is actually a pretty good idea. And they added, you know, the big tiles in here. So this all looks relatively new, like they did it very recently. Added a can light in here for extra lighting. Here's the sink and the stool. The sink is really, really small. Definitely room in here to add maybe a normal 24-inch vanity or something that you could put some toiletries in. Then they ran the electrical in this wall here for the 2 lights. No bathroom fan. Here is the basement bedroom. Definitely needs a paint job. I don't even know. I mean, it's definitely non-conforming right now. There's a closet, so that's good. But you know, if somebody had to get out of one of these windows, it'd be tough. I don't even know if I could fit outside of this window right here, because this is the slab for the garage, and then that's the top of the window right there. I mean, you've got maybe 18 inches of space to squeeze out, and you'd have to bust it's not an egress window, they're just standard sliding windows. And then this one, of course, there's almost no room. So that's a little concerning. But the carpet down here is in pretty good shape. It's pretty clean. The room would need to be spruced up, need to be painted for sure, need a closet door. So this space is just not as updated. Here's some funky built-ins and wallpaper. And here's a better view so you come down the stairs right here, and then this is the view from the bottom of the stairs, basically. You have all this funky wallpaper, and there's paneling down here. And then you have a wood-burning fireplace with brick built-ins and some mirrors. So it's not a bad little place. It's just kind of weird the way that the basement's a little funky. And then they have this little thing over here. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Maybe like was supposed to be a bar or something at one point. That's weird. And then this is the utility room. It's dark in here because there's no lights, but there's a wash sink. Washer and dryer would go right here in the corner. The hot water heater is from 2004, so it's definitely past. It's right at its life expectancy. The furnace is pretty old too. guessing at least 15 to 20 years old on the furnace. And then here's this like weird bar space. It's too bad that they added that. So there it is. $7,700 square feet is the lot size. Taxes were $765 in 2016. It was originally listed in September of 2017, September 21st. I think it was under contract for a while and then fell out of contract. So there it is.